I see. It sounds like Group A had quite an eventful couple of days, too. Yeah, ghosts. Or not. Doesn't really matter. Anyway, that's enough about ghosts and spirits for the time being. I'm more concerned about the affairs of the living, like where Total and the Radiant Bleed Master went. It sounds like Duke Kayan is up to something too, and he's not someone we can afford to take lightly. We didn't run into anything like that in the Jurai Special Economic Zone. Though I guess that makes sense, seeing as it's under direct control of the Imperial government and not a noble. Seem to recall that it was annexed 80 years ago, is that right? Indeed, the Empire stitched it up. Stitched it on nice and neat, without much opposition. Now it's prospering as a special economic zone on the coast. Seemed like a pretty lively place. I'm a little concerned about the upcoming trade conference in Crossbow. Same goes for the Imperial Liberation Front. They've been awfully quiet since that show they put on last month. Is that related somehow to why we're going to Guerrilla Fortress? Well, it's not the main reason, but it's not entirely unrelated. I'll let you look forward to finding out all about it when we get to the fortress itself. Anyway, how many of you passed through Guerrilla Fortress by train before? Seems like Milliam has gone everywhere. I see. Oh wait, I thought they had to raise their hands, but I guess the camera showed the people who have. So Milliam, Elliot, and Fee have. Well, it's obvious why Elliot has been there, because the fucking father is there, 100%. Fee has probably been there for who knows what reasons. Milliam, you know, she's part of the military, so understandable. We pass the Twin Dragons Bridge on the Transcontinental Railway. Head towards the Proving Ground and Guerrilla Fortress. Oh my god, we do. The train carrying Class 7 continued its ride on the Transcontinental Line heading towards the east. They passed through the Twin Dragons Bridge, a Kreutzen Provincial Army base. Several stations later, it was finally time to pass through Guerrilla Fortress, which loomed large on the border with Crossbell State. 11:20 a.m. Is it time to disembark? Next stop is Guerrilla Fortress. This train will stop for 5 minutes. Please be aware that only authorized personnel may disembark at this station. Be advised that all orbital photography is strictly prohibited within the fortress and is punishable by death. Any attempt at unauthorized recording may result in the confiscation of your equipment or detention by the authorities. We are passing through a military facility. It's not being unreasonable. Finally here. What in Adias's name is that? Ermagerd? It is a massive fortress. And it probably holds some big guns. Eastern border, Guerrilla Fortress. The scale is just... This is Corellia Fortress? The entire place is built from iron and concrete? Just how much money has the army dumped into building all of this? Ha ha, yep, that was about as entertaining as I'd hoped. Not that I'm surprised, I thought the same things when I first saw it. Hey, instructor, Sarah. What did you bring us out here to show us? What else? We're here so you can see the true essence of what makes an army, what comprises the military strength and forms its foundation, and what other place in the Empire has that on display as clearly as here. I suppose it does have some very big guns, some very big cannons. That fortress has some big cannons. Definitely some big, juicy cannons. And I'm sure it has some juicy cannonballs as well. Some big, heavy cannonballs. Corellia Fortress platform. Who are they? Engineers and tradesmen, mostly. On the other side of this fortress, it's more or less a straight shot to Crossbell City, right? Indeed. Crossbell City is only about 30 minutes away by train.
I see you've arrived.
Indeed we have.
Oh.
I think... Yeah, I think the volume is correct. Could be wrong, but, you know, we'll see.
Instructor Neidhart!
Indeed it is.
Good morning, Major Neidhart. Instructor Valestein of Thor's Military Academy, homeroom teacher for Class 7. Reporting the arrival of myself and all students in my care.
Acknowledging your arrival at 11:30 hours. Welcome to Corellia Fortress. In addition to my teaching duties at the Academy, I hold the rank of Major in the Imperial Army's 4th Armored Division. I'll be acting as your guide, as well as your instructor for special lectures during your time here at the Fortress. Now, if you'll follow me...
Oh my god, he will. I guess we'll be staying here for some time. Including today, you have 2 days remaining in this month's field study. However, we won't be assigning you any tasks during that time. Instead, you'll be participating in a series of special lectures and a field trip. At 1400 hours today, a joint military exercise will be taking place at Corellia's Proving Ground. The 4th and 5th Armored Divisions will both be participating, and you will be observing. Indeed we will. The 4th Armored Division is led by none other than Elliot's dad, Lieutenant General Olaf Gregg. By all accounts, it's one of the strongest armored divisions in the Imperial Army. Did you know our friend, the Major here, is their most promising young member? It's true. I actually coughed for real there. Yeah. Moving on. As I said, you'll be observing this exercise, not actually participating. I imagine that has some of you feeling rather relieved, doesn't it? It does sound like a pretty easy assignment after all. I mean, not relieved, I would say disappointed, considering we'd probably wipe the floor with those guys. But we'll see how many of you feel the same after experiencing for yourselves. So for me, it's currently 11... How do you say that? 11:50 hours? Lunch has been prepared for you in the mess hall. I'd advise you all to eat. Your field trip isn't something to be undertaken on an empty stomach. Indeed, we will eat. I'm guessing we're getting military mess hall food. So, this food looks completely fine, not gonna lie. I mean, some of them look a little bit like, you know, but it's completely fine. This is what normal people eat, or have to eat, most of the time. We have salty corned beef, and I think I'm getting a hint of peas in the soup, or from the soup. You could use a bread as a lethal projectile. Ahaha. That's not funny, dude. I do think it wouldn't have hurt to use a few more herbs, or flavors in general. I didn't think the food they served in the mess hall at Xander Gate was all that bad, though. Alright, we get it. The food is bad, yes. Of course. The army serves simple foods all the time to avoid the decrease in morale from wartime rationing, of course. Not all the time. However, one can think of this food as a philosophical statement from the continent's strongest army. Variety is the spice of life. They do say that. Anyway, as you heard, there's going to be a military exercise at the proving ground at 2 in the afternoon today. It's 12:30 right now, so you have an hour to do whatever you like. They'll make an announcement half an hour before, so be sure to listen for it. Do what it tells you to. Alright, I guess we're going exploring. However, I would first like to actually speak with Sarah. Hello. Most important character in the game. Oh yeah, Toval gave me a call about what happened in Legram. You had a mechanical monster show up outside the city limits. Well, I'm no stranger to the group that makes them. They go by the name Ouroboros. They're a secret society of sorts that acts in the shadows all across the continent. Secret society? Emma? Celine? We don't know how many members there are, or what they're capable of. Honestly, we don't know much about them at all. What we do know is that they have access to technology more advanced than the most cutting-edge research institutes. That they've been behind several crises that have threatened to shake the foundations of entire nation-states. We call the mechanical monsters like the ones you fought archaisms. And those archaisms were the ones that we were fighting in the very beginning of the game, I believe. And lately, it seems like an awful lot of them have made their way onto the black market. There's been one sighting after another these days, all over the Empire and beyond. It is dangerous to keep technology like that just lying around. Okay. Let's go talk to other people. Who's in here? Oh, well, well, well. Look who it is. What are you doing here, sitting all by yourself? Are you taking a rest, Emma? I did take a short walk around, but everything about this fortress is so imposing, big and hard. Bean? Nah, never mind. There is one thing that's been bugging me lately. Ever since we arrived in Legram, I feel like out of the corner of my eye, I catch glimpses of this black shadow following us. But ever since we got to the fortress, I haven't seen it. Really? Ruh-roh, Raggy! Ruh-roh! God, Emma. How obvious can you be? Maybe we're possessed by something. Oh my god. Ah, so that's what happened. Let's see. It seems... Oh, Laura Fee. What are you guys doing here? I'd heard about the fortress from my father, but seeing it in person really drives home its incredible scale. Okay. The soldiers here seem pretty well trained. Well equipped, too. Okay. What are you guys doing? Okay. Let's see. I guess we just go to different places? Nope. Let's try different places on this side. Yeah. Tank garage. A bunch of tanks. A nice pan of a lot of tanks. Yo. I'm not looking forward to this. This will be my first time. It will be my military exercise of virginity. They will take it from me. Not entirely sure how to feel seeing so many, whatever that is, actions lined up like this. The Rifle Company makes these, don't they? Indeed they do. Yeah, we don't really care about you, Elisa. Guess we'll go back up from here. And then head this way, maybe. The flight port. Oh my god. It's an aerial vehicle. Airport. Ew. Goddamn matches. Yeah, we don't really care about what these two have to say. Wait. Little Bird told me that Chancellor Osborne was the one behind the annexation in the first place. Of the Jurai economic zone? Are we talking about that place? Does seem like the Chancellor Osborne is shaping up to be like the big bad, I guess. Let's go to the barracks. Oh. Okay, I guess we're not going to the barracks. Well. So you're the students who have come to tour the fortress. This is Lieutenant General Walter, commander of the Guerrilla Fortress. Also serves as the division commander for the 5th Armored Division. Ah, I apologize for not greeting you sooner, sir. Thank you for granting us the opportunity to tour the fortress. It really is an honor. Well, at least you aren't lacking in manners. Hardly built like a soldier, though. I have my doubts that you'd be able to endure the military's training regimen with a physique like that. Oh, trust me, I could bend you down backwards and ram you from behind very, very easily if I wanted to. But I will not do so, because that would get me into trouble, probably with Sarah, because that's all I really care about. I don't want to upset her. I've heard of the purple lightning before, of course, but Bracer is still Bracer. Well, he's certainly strict. He is responsible for keeping one of the Empire's most vital defensive fortifications running smoothly. Considering the ongoing tensions between the Empire and the Republic, you should be grateful he allowed you to come at all. Okay. 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 So, what now? Can't go there, right? So, what now? Where are we going? Who are we talking to? Who haven't we talked to? The motor pool. Are we going to the motor pool? Yeah. Wait. Ah. How about the freight platform? Go back in here and let's go this way? Where does this take us? Wow. Ermagerd. It's so big, just like my dick. Yes, yes, yes. Salute. I can't believe the signs of this place. If you don't mind, I'd ask you to make your way to the corridor over there instead of hanging around here. Indeed. Ooh. I mean, this place is quite a fortress indeed. Well, well, well. Gaius, are you okay? Well, it is a major military base. This fortress is the very definition of oversized. That's ignoring the excessive display of military power. I imagine the posturing is meant to show the Kreutzen Provincial Army that they could crush them on a whim. Ah, Milliam. I guess she's talking about the, the tower. Alright. I mean, I think that's all, right? I don't think there's anyone else that we haven't talked to. Return to the fortress. Indeed we will. Indeed we will. So what else we got? Like, seriously. Thought we've been everywhere already. Command area? Ah, there we are. This bulletin is to inform all Thor's students that preparations for today's military exercise are now complete. Please assemble in the hangar immediately. Your transport is standing by. I repeat, your transport is standing by. Time must have passed more quickly than I thought. I suppose I should start making my way towards the hangar. Indeed we should. We don't want to keep them waiting. Then again, we are Reen. Everyone should wait on us. The hero comes in fashionably late, after all. We boarded the armored cars and set off towards the proving ground. The inside of the armored cars was narrow and cramped. The smell of machine oil hung in the musty air. The cars shook and rattled over the uneven ground, tumbling us around like an iron coffin on wheels. Eventually, after enduring 10 minutes of jaw-rattling travel, unable to even peek outside at the scenery, we finally arrived at Guerrilla Fortress's military proving grounds. Guerrilla Fortress Annex military training ground. Oh my god, it is. Welcome. Let me guess, it's Elliot's father. Of course it is. So that's Elliot's dad. I don't see the family resemblance. Reporting, Lieutenant General. Very good, Nightheart. Instructor Valentine, I believe. Pleased to meet you. Yes. Formalities. Besides, I owe a lot to old General Van Dijk. And these must be... What a piercing stare. Oh my god, panties have been dropped. So this is Craig the Red. Red the Craig. Elliot, my boy. It's so good to see you again. Huh? Oh my god. Must be half a year now since I last saw you. How have you been? That's a sharp looking uniform you got too. I've seen the photos, but it looks even better on you in person. Okay. Jesus, dude. Calm down. Hee. What a delightful commanding officer you have, Major. Words fail me. Ahem, moving right along. Olaf Craig. Oh my god, it is. Now, let me give you a brief rundown of what will be happening. This exercise will consist of a simulated battle conducted by two of our armored divisions. Armored regiments at the formation center, infantry, armored cars, and airships will work in tandem, using their maneuverability to the fullest to obliterate the targets. As our targets today will be using the previous model tanks that have been decommissioned from service. Autopilot functionality will allow them to evade and return fire, but they've only been armed with paint bullets. However, all other regiments taking part in today's exercise have been equipped with live ammunition. Oh my god, they have. So you intend to actually destroy the other tanks? It would hardly be a live fire exercise if we didn't. The current time is 1400 hours, right on schedule. It seems kind of a waste to destroy perfectly good tanks, even if they are old. I feel like live fire military training exercises can be done against just more, or rather less functioning targets. Glory to the Empire and the Imperial Army. Begin! Let's see how they handle this. Pew pew. Damn. Ah, that is just sad. You're wasting your precious resources. All those perfectly good tanks. Gone. Just like that. Wow. Certainly potent. So this is the kind of firepower it takes to fight a modern war. You said those tanks are called Yeah, they're a type of main battle tank the Reinford Company developed 2 years ago. I've seen their spec sheets, but seeing their power firsthand tells you what numbers and decimal points don't. They might be the strongest heavy tanks on the continent. The Imperial Army's got a couple of hundred of those in the wings, eh? You try fighting these things head on, you don't stand a chance. Unless you're Sarah. Just the sound of the artillery firing is enough to make me start shaking. Grow a pair of balls, Elliot. I don't think that's something you should get used to. I mean, the sound of guns and warfare ever stop bothering you, I'd be worried. I guess this is another kind of strength. I do love making those noises, you know? Massacre. Thus, the military exercise came to a brief end. We returned to the fortress, where Major Nightheart outlined the results of the training exercise. After that, well, we just peed our pants. We needed a change of clothes after that. It was indeed scary. Panties were dropped. Panties were peed in. Panties were changed. Many times over. Sorry you had to wait for us to finish. It's hashed beef day. Oh, don't even try it, mate. Sarah, the instructor, is mine. Don't even try it. Oh, don't you dare. Sarah and Nightheart have there's nothing there. Don't do that to me. Don't say that. Wow, it's actually delicious. Oh my god, it is. Come on, guys, what's with all the gloomy faces? Indeed. Okay, Matthias, you must be dumb as fuck. It's like, has nothing we've learned in our time at the Academy been for nothing? What do you mean? What the fuck does that mean? All you did was see a bunch of tanks shooting some other tanks, showing off their firepower. Great. I mean, are you fucking dumb? How does that just invalidate everything you've learned at school? Like, am I missing something? All you'd need is plenty of troops at your command, the latest weaponry, and overwhelming firepower. Assuming you know the tactics to use them well and a strategy that employs them effectively, I suppose. Still, I think maybe we've been misunderstanding something important all this time. What we saw in that military exercise today was power in its purest form. It has no mortality of its own, or morality of its own. It exists to bring about a result, regardless of the ideals or principles of those who wield it. Well, yeah, of course. Gun is just a weapon, after all. It's up to the person how it's used. Sarah? Sarah? Yes. Her face just brightens up my day every time I see it. So there's new information about the Imperial Liberation Front. Before I get to that, let me explain what you'll be doing tomorrow. In the morning, you're scheduled to participate in the Imperial Army's physical fitness training. In the afternoon, you'll be attending a special lecture where I'll bring you up to speed on that info I just mentioned. After that, you've been granted special permission to view the railway guns. Okay. Every nation possesses power in the form of a military, whether that military is large or small. Gorelia Fortress just happens to have that power in a very striking, easy-to-understand form. As students of a military academy, you have an obligation to know the scale of the power. The Empire of Erebonia wields at present. A power you might one day be in charge of yourselves. What? Hee. Anyway, even a meeting that long couldn't keep me away from trying the famous hashed beef rice. Okay. Okay. The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel. Indeed it is. And we shall be sleeping on cold, hard military bunk beds, probably. Okay, that should do it. Why are they showing us this? Ooh, they've connected. They've probably connected the big guns to like wireless, basically. They've connected them to crossbow, I think. Was it crossbow? I already forgot. But yeah, from the sound of it, you need special equipment to send signals through a wired connection to make use of it. Considering the size of the Empire, it's probably going to be quite a while before it's a widespread thing here. Huh? An orb mail? Looks like it's from HQ. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This right here is the problem with the orbital net. There's no such thing as off hours when they can just send you orders round the clock. Shit. What's going on? Get this, they're planning on doing some extra exercise tomorrow. That means we gotta outfit 20 with C units by tomorrow. 20. This sounds suspicious. Like, really suspicious. This sounds like a fake order. Sounds weirdly suspicious. I'm just waiting for hell to break loose. Cause like I feel like the game wouldn't make us come to Guerrilla Fortress, you know, and see all these guns and everything, and then have us go back to the academy and then have us come here for the finale again. You know, I feel like that would not be a thing, so I'm just waiting for that, like, shit to hit the fan. I should get some water as well. My energy drink has run out. Guerrilla Fortress, Crossbell stateside. Those are the big guns, I'm guessing. At last, after what seemed like enough adventure to fill a week, we reached the final day of our field study. Over in Crossbell State, they were busy preparing for today's keynote session at the trade conference. We spent the morning running through the Imperial Army's physical fitness program, alongside some of the soldiers. And after completing it, no easy task I might add, we sat down to a lukewarm redux of yesterday's lunch. That afternoon, during our special military science lecture, we were presented with a confidential report on the terrorists. Indeed we were. Alright, tell us, Sarah. What is going on? They're in Crossbell? That's right. Or at least, that's what the intelligence division believes. Looks like a known terrorist organization from the Calvard Republic has turned up in Crossbell too. Situation over there is pretty touch and go right now. What's their plan, I wonder? Gideon, in that one scene, did say that, you know, if worse comes to worst, they might have to make a sacrifice. So I'm guessing Gideon went to Crossbell for whatever reason, and their last-ditch scenario is probably blowing Crossbell out of the water with the cannons. At least that's what I'm expecting. They refuse to tell the Imperial Army anything, just that they have a trusted ally taking care of things. It's not a breach of confidentiality to tell you that they're a really strong bunch, though. The bigger issue is that our terrorists of the hour, the Imperial Liberation Front, are a bigger crew than we thought. Big enough to be in possession of a state-of-the-art military airship, at least. Seriously? An airship? Can we assume Reinford's the manufacturer then? Indeed. I guess they haven't developed like sonar or you know, radar. If the terrorists' attention is currently focused on Crossbell, does that mean the Empire is effectively safe right now? Raise a good point, Laura. Exactly. It's possible it's a feint. Maybe they want us to believe that they're targeting the Chancellor. Oh? We got information on them. Well, well, well. I know that face! Gee! Yes, we know this. Yes. His full name is Michael Gideon. Or rather, Mikhail Gideon. He used to be an assistant professor at the Imperial Academy in Heimdall. That man a teacher? An academic? Right, his focus was political philosophy. 3 years ago, he was dismissed from his position due to his intense criticism of Chancellor Osborne hardline policies. Well, it sounds like the actual reason he was let go was because he was handing out tracts and flyers in public. You'll find these kinds of idealists at the heart of most terrorist groups, though. In seeding a group with their core ideology, they twist it to be even more militant and radical. Can't reason with them either. Yes, S, V, and C. Oh, by the way, yes. When I was editing one of the recent previous episodes of The Legend of Heroes, they mentioned a guy called Cassius, I believe. Cassius. It was the third guy, the third most powerful person in the Empire or whatever. You know, one of them is Sarah, one of them is the Radiant Blade Master, and then one of them is like Cassius something. And I'm guessing that Cassius guy, because his name starts with a C, I'm guessing it's that guy. That's the Comrade C. V, I'm guessing, was the woman, right? Or was it S? I don't remember. The real unknown is their leader, C. I heard he went toe-to-toe with Ree and Laura and Fee simultaneously. I imagine there are plenty of people in the Empire who could do so. It goes without saying that the Radiant Blade Master could fend the three of us without much of a problem. But I'd bet good Mira, Instructor Sarah, and Major Neidhart could do it too. Can't say for certain. The Major here is widely held to be one of the strongest up-and-coming officers in the entire army. Laying it on a little thick today, aren't we? Even their source of funding is a mystery, so even if they are a no-show in Crossbell, doubt we've heard the last of them. I'm actually gonna go get some water. Hang on, be right back. We have returned. And call it coincidence or fate, but you've stopped their things twice now. It's entirely possible they've come to hold a personal grudge against you, so do be careful. Indeed. Eventually, the afternoon series of special lectures came to an end, and it was finally time to get a peek at Guerrilla Fortress's infamous railway guns. 15:30 p.m. Or rather, what 15? 3:30 p.m. You'll now be shown to the area where the railway guns are housed. All of what you're about to see is highly classified. I presume you're all aware of the protocols surrounding confidential intel. Yes, instructor. I'm getting kinda nervous. Why? It's just some railway guns. Exactly. Orion, this part of the field study isn't mandatory for you. Ah, excuse me for a moment. This is Nightheart speaking. Yes, hello, Commander Walter. Wait, Yoler wants to speak to me? Of course, put him through. What could you possibly be calling about at a time like this? What? Understood. We'll be on alert here as well. Yes, right. Take care out there. Something happening, Crossbell? I'm afraid so. Short while ago, the skyscraper where the conference is taking place came under attack by the Imperial Liberation Front. Indeed it does. Indeed it did. The attack was carried out via airship. Fortunately, they were able to repel the terrorists, and Prince Oliver, Chancellor Osborne, and the others are unharmed. However, it's too early to tell if the danger has truly passed. That's not all, is it? Something else strange happened. What was it? The terrorists were somehow able to gain access to the orbital net and manipulate the shutters that partition the building. Furthermore, they had with them a force of mechanical monsters. So they have access to the orbital net, which the cannons were just installed with, I think. I don't like the sound of that. Found something like that in Legram, right? And they broke into the orbital net. How much of Guerrilla Fortress is connected to the network? At present, it's only used for inventory and equipment management by the maintenance staff. Uh-oh. What was that? A tremor? Came from right below us. Below? The hangar! Ermagerd! Alright, the shit has hit the fan officially. The tanks are leaving. Yeah, I'm guessing they were connected to the Ashkabran. Tell us what happened here. Something happened here, but what? They just started moving. No one's inside. They just started moving on their own. Did the C unit start malfunctioning? No, they couldn't have. What's a C unit? An automatic control unit we put on vehicles that are going to serve as targets in the military exercises. How did C units end up attached to our most advanced tanks? Right. I'm going to assess the situation. The battle has started. This is crazy. I just met you. Hold on a minute. Are automatic control systems really capable of that level of advanced maneuvering? Definitely not. Our current technology isn't capable of anything nearly this advanced. Isn't the proving ground we visited yesterday out that way? What are they planning? Who knows? But we shall get to the bottom of this. It seems last night, headquarters sent an order to the engineers to fit those tanks with C units. Preposterous, I gave no such order. But never mind that, right now we need to focus on extinguishing the flames and quelling the confusion. I mean, they clearly they faked an order, just like I expected. Leave this to us. Isn't that Father? Oh my god, he's standing on top of a tank. General, leave these rogue tanks to us. He did say that they could be a diversion, which they probably are. Why else would they be just leaving the base with some tanks? What are they after? That's the question of the hour, isn't it? We can't let our guard down just yet. Hey, aren't those... What in the... The Imperial Liberation Front. There's two of them. Oh shit, they're bombarding the base. Dude, where's your anti-air defenses? Where's your AA guns? Are you seriously telling me that you have no air defenses? Your most biggest military compound in Fortress has no anti-air defenses? Are you kidding me?
Do they seriously think they could breach an impregnable fortress?
Apparently they do.
They're just terrorists. Wipe them out. Right back at you.
Damn. Imagine getting knocked the fuck out by someone literally smacking you with a chain gun. Or a minigun.
Let's get this party started then. We're headed straight for the left railway gun. If anyone gets in our way, fill them full of holes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ja 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 ja. Yeah 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 yeah.
What's the Imperial Liberation Front doing here?
I thought they were in Crossbow.
Well, that is the main attraction.
God, just kind of hot, not gonna lie.
They sure didn't put up much of a fight, did they?
I wonder if C is also here.
Our mission is to support Comrade G over in Crossbell. Our target is the right railway gun. Let's show him some beautiful fireworks, shall we?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. They're going for both the left and right wings. Shit. It's the railway guns they're after. No. Are they gonna fire them at the trade conference? If a shot from one of the railway guns hit that building, blow the place to smithereens. Smithereens, he says. This situation has escalated far beyond the scope of your field study. I want you all to stand by here. No way, Reen says. We can't just stand idly by while these insurgents run amok. If you don't take us with you, we'll take action ourselves. You see, in a normal military situation, in real life, you would be literally taken in. The second you say no, we won't do what you want, you'll literally be imprisoned instantly. Time is one luxury we don't have. It's best to have them help us. Listen up, we're going back into the fortress. Groups A and B, you're with me.